Hey, what is up guys, my name is Keith and welcome back to the channel where today I am going to tell you guys how I found out about the fandom, when I joined, why I joined, and a silly story of when I decided to share the lovely fact that I am a furry to my parents. So I'm going to thank you guys so much for getting us almost to 400 subscribers. I know once this video drops I will probably hit 400 subscribers, which just, oh my god, I just made the, well, just made the 200 subscriber special video, and like, oh my god, you guys are incredible, and I'm so thankful for every single one of you who decided to subscribe to my goofy channel. So I discovered the furry fandom years and years ago. I think I mentioned it on the channel before, but I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys already know about it. But back in 2018, 2019, there was this thing going on called the Furry versus Gamer War. And it was furries versus gamers in just silly duets and all kinds of stuff. Most of it was pretty lighthearted. I know what I was doing was kind of lighthearted. I was on the gamer side of the war, which is so funny. I remember duetting furries and all kinds of stuff on an old account of mine, recording with different audios and stuff. Just, it was fun. And like I said, most of it was lighthearted and nothing really meant much of it. I thought furries were weird, definitely. But then, wow. So I found this one furry. Their name was Dragora with Thunder, I believe, and I follow them now. And I challenged, we got into this argument or whatever, and so being stupid 13-year-old me, I was either 12 or 13, I don't remember, I think I might have been 12. Dumb 12-year-old me was like, okay, I'm going to challenge you to a game of Call of Duty World War II. God, this is so cringe to think back on. So I challenged them to a 1v1 on Call of Duty World War II, and well, understandably, nothing ever came of it. Nothing ever happened. But then last year, after I became a furry and all that, and it was after I got my base and all that, I was on Omegle, because I go on Omegle all the time just to annoying 12-year-olds that I used to be like. And I was on there, and I met Dragora, and I told them about it, and they remembered me. They were so surprised that I was a furry now, and I was just like, oh my god. I think I have a picture, and if I can remember in editing to put it right here, of the time that I met them on Omegle, hopefully I remember. But then, after the whole 1v1 thing never happened, I still held a kind of personal grudge against furries. After the beautiful furry versus gamer war ended, my fight never ended. Anytime a furry or something furry related came across my For You page, I would always comment something like really stupid and just ignorant, and it was just like, although I never said half the things that furry haters today say, I came up with my own insult. Unfortunately, I don't remember any of them, but I'm pretty sure some of them were kind of witty. I have videos of me dating all the way back to like 2020 saying that, I may have long hair and be gay, but at least I'm not a furry. I have videos of me saying that, and look at me. But my closest friend, Storm, who I think I mentioned on the channel before, she has her own YouTube channel, if I can remember. I know I have horrible memory. I will link it in the description below so you guys can go subscribe to it. She doesn't have any videos at the moment, but I just have her own absolutely beautiful suit, which is right here, if I can remember again to put it there. We're base twins. I'll explain the story with that in a little bit, but for now, she was a furry before me. I actually introduced her to the fandom during the Furry versus Gamer War, and she betrayed me. She took the side of the furries. We actually, stupid enough, got into an argument about it. She had bought one of those Walmart fursuit heads that you can get. I jokingly called her a furry, and I don't know if it like upset her mom or something. I don't know. I don't remember the full story, but that whole thing happened in like 2020, I think. And then I just remember making little stupid videos saying that if you're a furry, I think I said like I should have the right to curb stomp you off of a building, even though that makes no sense at all. Yeah, I was goofy. I would say some of the most downright stupidest things that made absolutely no sense. Hey, this is proof that people can change, okay? Anyways, sidetracked. Whoa. I think it just kind of like died down. I didn't say anything for a while. And my friend kept showing me like characters and like personas that she would make, and it just kind of like grew on me in the funniest way possible. This all happened at around towards the start of fall of last year, and like, I just kept seeing my friend make all these characters and these cool looking characters with like adorable bases and stuff, and sometimes she would send me a picture of like a fursuit, and I'd be like, I would like pretend to be like uncomfortable about it, even though I totally wasn't. I was starting to like really think that they were cute. And then I think I was just like, we were texting one day, in like September, I think, or somewhere around there, and I text her, be like, hey, guess what? And she goes, what? Like, I think I want to be a furry. And she had this mind blown, just out of this world, just like, what? It was the most surprised I think I've ever seen a human being in my life. And she's like, okay, this is awesome. I'm gonna help you make a fursona. So we started creating Keither. I came up with the name. Don't know how. Keither is a name I'm pretty sure like absolutely no one has ever heard of. I know I never heard of it until I existed. It was just, I don't even know, I really don't know how I came up with my name, but whatever. Pick out the color palette, which was like, I know it was pink, blue, and white. I don't think the purple came on until a couple days later. I decided to put on like my favorite colors. I know I'm a blue wolf. Technically I'm a wusky. Okay, so cut me some slack. I'm not a blue wolf. Okay, I'm just a blue dog. I'm like 3/4 of the entire furry population. But please, I start making her and all that fun stuff. And her first rendition, my friend helped me make, and she looked interesting. I'll give it that. I don't have any pictures of her from like my first renditions. I don't think I do. I think I have a sketch of her somewhere when I was first trying to make her. If I can find that sketch, I'll put it up on the screen right here. She had a really weird design. I don't know what I was doing. I just knew I wanted her to be pink, blue, and white, or whatever. I think the majority of her was pink and blue. She didn't have very much white on her. A little bit goes by, and I finally come up with this design for her, with like the cheek and stuff, and the pink in the ears, and the blue, and the purple. The cyan nose didn't actually come until like really recently. But for the longest time, she had a black nose. I'm pretty sure you guys have noticed since my last video. I gave her a cyan nose because it looks cooler. It looks way cool. She always had the purple eyes and stuff. And then I decide to jokingly, I decided to jokingly tell my mother in the same way I told my friend, me like, hey, guess what? I'm a furry. And at first I had a little hope. I had a little hope. I was so stupid. My mom texts me back saying, well, what do furries want from Dairy Queen? Because we were going to get Dairy Queen that night. And I was like, I don't know, let me come with you. All was cool, all was great, all was sick. And until that night. This is so funny to just look back on. It's insane. Text her a picture of a fursuit. I believe I still have that fursuit picture on my phone. So if I can't find them, then whatever. But this is them. And I'm so sorry to whoever owns this suit, but he made my mother go into a panic, and she she starts texting back, and she goes out with this huge long paragraph of just saying how like I'm trying to be something I'm not, and just all this other weird stuff. And then it turns from a texting argument to a real life argument. Oh my god. It all happened in September. Oh god. I like talking about this. It's like kind of embarrassing, but it's also like funny to look back on, because my parents completely overreacted about something so silly. It turned into a whole fiasco till about 2 o'clock in the morning of just back and forth arguing about stupid stuff that half of it wasn't even about like being a furry in the first place. Just reiterating mostly like just like, you're trying to pretend to be something you're not. That wasn't part of the argument. I don't know what that was. Formally apologize for whatever I just did, but by about 2 o'clock I finally convinced my parents to let me be a furry. They were not happy about it at all. My father somehow was okay with it if I didn't show anyone or tell anyone, like if I kept it like my own secret. And he was like, okay, you can get like a fursuit and all that, but you're not gonna go out in public with it, blah 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 blah. And I was just like, okay. I went to bed, and about a week later, I think half a week later, or 5 days, I don't remember, me and my friend decided to get a fursuit base. My mom allowed, but was not happy about, even though I used my own money. Whatever, I finally was gonna get a fursuit after, like, 3 years of just hating furries, and if you were to tell 2018 me that I'd be wearing a blue dog right now, I would cry, but... And then, well, me and my friend, we ordered our bases on the same day, and because we live practically in the same area of the world, we actually got our bases on the exact same day. I remember the date, I think it was September 25th was the day that I got Keither in the mail, and she got her fursuit on September 25th, and we were on FaceTime just messing around with it, and gluing things down, because the ears, and I had these two little cheek things, which I didn't put on, we were just doing all kinds of stuff, and it was just awesome, and I remember that day, and it was so cool. I glued on her ears, and I just wore her around half the day, and I actually I recorded my first ever video for this channel that day that I got her, and I had uploaded it, but I ended up deleting it because it was like super bad, because she didn't have eyes or nothing like that. She didn't come with eyes, although you can order her to come with eyes, like 3D printed eyes. These I just made, and they're awesome because I redid them again. They do come with a tongue, but mine didn't. But her base did, but she ordered a different tongue for her fursuit, and so she gave me the one that came with the base. So it's awesome. And I decided this year on Halloween I was going to wear her. I got so many good reactions. I live in a kind of like a very ranchy, I guess, part of Colorado. There's a lot of like, I don't know what you want to call them, a lot of far right-leaning people. So I was kind of scared at first, but I had this group of girls walk up to me and be like, "Oh my gosh, I love your fursuit so much." And a bunch of like younger kids go like, "It's a furry." Though I did have one instance where this guy was walking behind me and like barking subtly. We all know about those kinds of people. They're textbook furry hater. But he was doing it quietly so that he thought that I couldn't hear it, but I definitely could. But other than that, my night experience was awesome on Halloween. And my mother finally admitted to me being okay with being a furry, which was like, I went through all that for nothing. I went through all that pain and suffering just for you to say that you're finally okay with it? That made no sense. But yeah, that's been awesome. During the time when I first started being a furry, late last year, I was just trying to learn about the fandom. I watched the fandom documentary by Ash Coyote, which was a beautiful documentary. Watching a bunch of furry YouTubers, some I still watch because they're just cool. I was watching like the classics like Pokari and Beta and Majira and all that fun stuff. Hell, look at me. I have grown a lot as a person. Back, I think I probably either wouldn't have told them or I would have told them differently. I feel I'm a lot more careful of a person nowadays than I was a year ago. I made a ton of friends in the fandom that I love so dearly. I made a Discord server about a month after joining the fandom, which you should go join, by the way. I will put a link in the comments below, so, or in the description probably. So go join that, please, because it would mean a lot to me. Yeah, I made a Discord server. A lot of people joined. I made so many friends in that server. Some of my closest friends are in that server. Some of my closest friends ever are in the fandom. So many amazing people, and I'm just so grateful to have joined, because I feel like if I never did, then I don't know who I would be. Then I feel like I myself has changed as a person since I've joined, and it sounds kind of weird, but it's just a community full of loving people and stupid drama. Why do we have so much drama? No one cares. I have noticed people will start the stupidest arguments over the stupidest stuff in the furry fandom. Like, chill. But like I said, I am grateful to have joined, and I have practically loved every day since I've joined. Anything revolving around the furry fandom that I've done in the past year has just been like amazing. Made some stupid decisions, trust me. I am glad I did in the first place. So yeah, that's been my furry story over the past 4 years, I guess. It's funny to look back on and all that fun stuff, but thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys did like it, make sure you guys leave a like because it really helps out the channel a lot. Also make sure you guys subscribe and share with your friends to spread the word about my channel. Join the Discord server, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye!